Yes, Ballers, Stobbsy here, coming to you today with another video, this time talking to Arsenal's Calum Chambers. Today's chat is going to be all about stats. Now, you've probably seen lots of Premier League players running around with little vests on during warm-ups, during games and in training. These vests have sweet little GPS performance devices inside from a brand called STATsports. It tracks players' max speed, distance and so much more. Calum Chambers and his Arsenal teammates use these day in, day out, so let's see who bosses the numbers in the Arsenal squad. Yes, Cal, what's good? How you doing, mate?
Yeah, all good, thank you.
Right, these devices, they track so many things, don't they? So speed, distance, but so many other things. I just want to go through 4 with you, starting with max speed, okay? So who is the quickest at Arsenal, in your opinion? When the stats come back and you'll get your reports, who's top?
Who's top? I'd say Aubameyang is quick when he gets going and when he opens up. I'd say there's not many that can catch him. Obviously Hector's quick as well. Who else? There's a few. I'd say those two are probably the top 2 in the club. I don't know who's quicker out of those 2, but yeah. Okay,
well that leads nicely to our next question because I want to do some battles in your squad. Okay, so first and foremost, it was Aubameyang versus Bellerin. Who's quicker? If you're putting them on the line, they're racing. You've got to pick one.
How far's the race? What distance are we talking?
Ooh, I'll tell you what. Let's keep it relative to football. Let's say 30-40 meters, a little burst.
Ooh, 30-40 meters. I'm gonna go Aubameyang.
Okay, nice. How's Hector gonna feel about that when he sees that?
Probably not happy, but it's the answer I've gone for, so he's gonna have to take it.
Okay, nice. Next one is Martinelli or Nelson.
Both very sharp players. I'd have to go Reece Nelson, I think.
Yeah, he's low-key pretty sharp, isn't he?
He's very sharp, yeah.
Okay, and the last one is Chambers or Holden.
Chambers. It'll be Chambers, that.
Yeah, you're putting yourself all for that, yeah?
Yeah. We've got the data to prove it. So that's it's facts. It's facts. It's all...
Rob back himself.
Well, he would, but we've got the data to prove otherwise. So there's not so much he can. There's only so much he can do.
That's the benefit of the vest, right?
Exactly. It's just facts. It's factual. There's no real discussion there.
Okay, right. And in terms of your squad, is there someone that's deceptively quick, like that fans wouldn't really tell, but you know because you see it day in, day out, and you see the stats?
Yeah. Kieran Tierney. People know. People can see he's quick, but he's rapid. He is really quick. It took me a week or 2 to realise that as well. But when you see it day to day and you see it every game, he is very quick.
Okay, cool. Right, let's move on to total distance. So this is about stamina. Who has the biggest engine in the squad, would you say, on a match day? So when it comes to a match, 90 minutes, who are you backing?
Biggest engine. Kieran. There's a few. Kieran, Bukayo and Martin Odegaard. They're 3 engines there. They get about, they're always sort of leading the stats when you see it the day after. So yeah, I'd say those 3 are up there, right up there.
Cool. And where do your stamina levels rate in your squad, would you say? In the league table of the Arsenal squad, where are you sitting?
Well, I'm fully functioning. I'd say, yeah, I'm up there. I'd say when I'm fully fit, my stamina is good.
I rate that, just backing yourself, top of the league table. I like it. Yeah. Okay, who would you say, right, if your whole squad lined up for a marathon, let's say it's the London Marathon, who's winning the marathon? Okay, so this is different to obviously a 90-minute match. This is pure stamina. Who's winning?
Again, I would back myself. I would back myself to do it. I would. I'd say Martin, seeing his work rate and how fit he is, I'd say he'd be up there. Who else? Someone like Mo El-Neni would probably be up there. But I would honestly back myself in a marathon.
Another thing that these devices track are calories. Okay, who puts in a lot of work after hours in the gym after training?
Rob Holding puts a lot of time into the gym. He likes to get a bit of a pump on his upper body, so he's always in there doing his arms.
Just arms, yeah.
Yeah, just arms. No, he puts in a good shift in the gym. There's a lot of boys who do. We've got a really good group at the minute, and everyone puts in the time and effort, on the field and especially off the field.
When it comes to the gym, who would you say is the strongest? Now, you backed yourself to win a marathon here, so are you backing yourself for this as well, or what?
It depends what exercise. What exercise are we talking?
Well, let's just don't feel like a chest press. Someone's really got to show the upper body strength.
Like, if we're doing a bench press, I'm going to say me again, I think. I'm going to say me. There'll be a few boys who might be unhappy with that, but yeah, I'm going to say me on the bench press again.
Who's going to be unhappy with that? Who's going to challenge you?
Well, I think Rob would challenge me, but then I think he would accept on the bench press that I'd sort of outdo him on a bench press. Who else is there? I think that's it. I think I'm topping that one.
Marathon winner, strongest in the squad, quicker than a Aubameyang. Nah, you didn't say that, but
No.
Cool. All right, mate. All right. Look, last question. Yeah, for all the young players that are watching this, that are thinking about potentially getting a device, what would you say to them? How can these devices really help raise their game?
They are helpful because they can compare their results to players. Obviously, in the system, you can compare to players in the league, in the Premier League, which is the best league in the world. So if they go out and buy them, then they can play a game, do a training session, and afterwards see their results, compare it to people in the best league in the world, and it just gives them such a good insight of where they're at and what they can improve on and where they need to be. They can also compare it to themselves, just with themselves. So if they do a training session or a game, on the next training session or the next game, they can see if they've covered more distance or done better, and then they can see what they need to improve on. So if they've done a low amount of high-speed running, it shows that they might need to work on their high-speed running or their fitness to sort of maintain high-speed running, and that's something they then can go away on and work on outside of training or even inside training. So it just gives them a really good insight of what the best players in the world are doing and hitting in games, and it can sort of tell them where they need to get and where they need to be. I think it's just a great tool to use in everyday training and games.